Hey, thanks for checking out our page on Facebook. This is week one of my video blog on developing Atonement. Luckily, I think this will probably be my last attempt at this, take three, if you will. So let's talk about what happened this week. The first major thing that happened was we decided to change the game engine from an engine called JMonkey to the Unreal Engine. It's for those of you who don't know, the Unreal Engine is an industry standard engine. For those of you who really don't know anything about what I'm talking about, a game engine is basically the program that does all of the stuff we don't want to have to program into it, like the physics and where to place audio and when to fade it out and how fog looks and all that kind of stuff. The engine, it handles all that already. All we do is we put stuff in there and we make it work how we want it to work. Within the scope of what the engine will allow. So it's a pretty big and important part of whether or not your game is fun or not. And switching to the Unreal Engine means that we have a lot more flexibility. We can do a lot more things, obviously, with games like Mass Effect and Bioshock and Bulletstorm and other games of that sort being made within the engine. You can see how much more flexibility we have with this one. So this week, because of that, we had to take a step back in development. Our programmers had to basically scrap everything that they did, and they're reprogramming all the stuff like player controls and camera and all of those basic fundamental things of the game. I've been working on the terrain. If you've been checking Facebook, you've been seeing my screenshots. So I've been really working on building the world to make it look, as good as I can make it look, basically. There's still a lot of placeholder objects, the trees, there's buildings in there that won't be in the final game, but for the most part, the terrain is how it's going to look, the rivers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and give you the best look at that I can right now, just a quick little look here. So here we go, and forgive me, I'm doing this on my phone, so basically what you're seeing is me holding the phone with one hand and operating the computer with the other. So, alright. So now I'm in the game. Again, my computer's kind of laggy because this engine uses up a lot of resources, and then when you're doing that and playing the game, anyway, it's a little laggy when I'm doing all of that stuff at once, so bear with me. Here's that river that a lot of you guys just saw a picture of, but you didn't really see it in action. So there that is. Here's those buildings that will not be in the game, but there will be buildings in this location. They just won't be these buildings. Then real quick, let me see if I can't get you a look at that waterfall that I put in there. That was, waterfall was kind of a last here. Let me zoom into this. There we go. Kind of a last minute thing that I threw in, but I think it looked really good. I did this right before I actually had to go to work yesterday. So, it'll kind of take a while to go all the way up to the waterfall. So, give you something to do when we actually play the game. So, that was this week. I spent a lot of time. I'm really lucky to have some really dedicated people. The 3D modeler is working hard, getting all those final art assets, and our programmers are also at it furiously. I myself put at least 70 hours of work into it this week alone, so we're a small team working really hard to try and make something fun. If you haven't liked my Facebook page for the game, please do so. If you found your way to this video some other way than you liked the game and it was posted on your thing and you thought that would be interesting, click that like button. It'll help us kind of gain some momentum on making this as popular as we can before release. I mean, we're really in the early stages, so we got a lot of ground to cover, and we'll just, I'll keep making these video blogs, and sometimes I may even upload a couple videos that are just little short updates, but sorry about the camera shaking. Again, I'm holding it with my hand. Yeah, so just keep looking for regular updates, and I'll see you next week.